Hello guys, so I am back with another pick a card video, and in this video I'm going to be doing a what you can expect within the next 24 hours. And I would like to do more piles, but maybe in the future or like near future, because I'm just not confident in my reading abilities yet. I just keep constantly refining my my reading skills. So yeah. And so we're gonna have 3 piles. And well, remember that once it's past the allotted time that these messages are no longer going to be relevant, or I suggest not really to watch anymore, like as so yeah. And but you can still go ahead and watch it if you would like, but I don't advise it. It's not that I strongly opposing that I strongly oppose for you to do that, but yeah, whatever you would like to do. So 3 piles, what you can expect within the next 24 hours. And what else? The timestamps will be in the description box, and I may put timestamps in the comments also. What was I gonna say? What else? I think, yeah, that's all. So we're gonna have 3 piles. 3 piles. I'm also going to be having additional images on the screen. Not 3 piles, 3 cards, obviously, to choose from. Not obviously, but just 3 cards. Anyways, so what can group 1 expect within the next 24 hours? What can group 1 expect within the next 24 hours? Okay. So, yeah. And, oh, I was supposed to tell you to choose 1 or 2, or you can watch all 3 of them. But at first I really would just suggest choosing 1 card or 1 image. Okay. So if you haven't chosen your image or card yet, I'll give you an extra 5 seconds for that. Okay, and we're gonna go ahead and get started with group 1's reading. And I want to be like a practical, pragmatic tarot reader, like to have pragmatic, practical pick a card readings on my channel. So what can group 1 expect within the next 24 hours, please? What can group 1 expect within the next 24 hours? Okay. Just ignore that. Okay, so I split the deck and I'm just gonna take this one from the top of my deck here. So Ace of Cups. So this is going to be in the realm of relationships and sentimental in the sentimental realm. In cups are also for their family matters and friendship matters and love or romance. So, and cups are people you have close connections with. These aren't strangers. So, and we have the Queen of Batons, or the Queen of Wands. And we have the Three of Coins. So, in the realm of relationships, so we have 3 different suits here. That's the first thing that I notice. The Queen of Wands, which she is the social or talkative woman with the bright shining personality. And then we have 3 of Coins, which is association. Now, I have a little bit of trouble with the court cards, interpreting like who is it? Like, is it you or this other person? Oops, sorry. So, this could literally be an associate of yours, or someone who it looks like here, either someone or you want to collaborate together on something, join forces in something, maybe the material realm. So this is working on a project or with someone or any venture. So could literally be a work associate, or you want to combine forces and work with someone, have a equal amount of give an equal amount of effort into a passion or a project, any type of venture that whatever this is. Let's see. So with the Queen of Wands, she is like, it's very the social queen, about social matters and social status and how you're known publicly and in crowds and connections. So she might be a connection of yours, like a more distant connection of yours. Since a queen came out, and I know that in tarot we don't, like, queens don't literally mean females and kings don't literally mean males, but I found that yes, that may be true to some extent, but like most of the time, like a lot of the times, like if you pull a male or female, it is accurate too. If that person really is male or female, but anyways, so for this group, most likely a female. So most likely a female, but can be a male, but most of you female. Ace of Cups. So this is someone that you have a connection with. Maybe if you do work with them, or if they're more on like the business side of things, then like you have formed bonds where you're have taken that outside of the career, you know, taken that side of career, and you guys like have a closer bond maybe. Maybe this person wants to within the next 24 hours ask for you and them to work together on something. With the Three of Coins, it could be profitable things. Let's pull more cards. Okay, Four of Cups. Okay, so Four of Cups. So with how emotionally stable and tight-knit the Four of Cups is, this might be a family member of yours, a literal family member of yours that maybe you went into business with or anything like that. They might want to work with you, but most likely a family member or someone who you consider to be like practically family. have the Page of Cups, the Ten of Coins. So there's a lot of coins here, but there's also a lot of cups. So this is, I'm feeling like this reading is like, it's heavily in your connections. This is talking about your connections. Someone who is in your family saying is gonna reach out. Page of Cups. And with the Ace of Cups, there is like sincerity in what they're saying. So Page of Cups. Okay, and actually you might be sensitive to, like, they might ask you something which prompts you to act in a sensitive manner for them. So you might want to keep the harmony in a conversation with them. So whatever that is, whatever's coming out, something is going to come up that may want you to keep the peace. And so you know exactly how you feel, but you want to, but I kind of like see that you're going to be watching what you say, like filtering what you say to this person, whatever they ask. Out of the fear of being misunderstood. Or maybe the cards are advising that you express and say how you really feel about something. Because with the Page of Cups, you know exactly how you feel, but there's care and sensitivity that you have for this other person. It could be that you really care about them. That could be very true, but also it's very possible that you don't have to care about them that much, but still wanting to keep the peace, wanting to have harmony and balance. So with those type of cards, it's kind of telling me that, I don't know why, I feel like they might ask you something that's like, I was gonna say evasive, but like probably maybe invasive, that may make you uncomfortable, or you're not gonna be comfortable with something. They're definitely gonna be requesting something from you here. But you're gonna take, I think that you're gonna take a more like keeping the peace stance. What else? So and then with the 10 of coins, 10 of coins is the final outcome, right? It's interesting. It's mostly, so it's the Queen of Wands, and 2 coin cards, and 3 cup cards. With the 10 of coins, maybe a reward. But wait, I'm not really confident in that yet. But the 10 of coins is talking about sharing, whether tangible or non-tangible. There's skills or even if it is material, things that you have that you can share with others. So whether this be time, effort, money, there's this kind of like sharing of that with the 10 of coins. So this is about sharing what you have. If I read it with the Queen of Wands and the 10 of coins, maybe sharing what you have. Like, let's say you're an expert or you're more knowledgeable, and this family member of yours asks you, because you're more educated on a topic, they ask you to, and they have their own business, they ask you to, they're gonna hold a little conference and you talk for like, talk about anything business. Sorry, I don't really know about business stuff, but anything business related in the business realm. So that's a possibility. Or I can clarify the 10 of coins for you. What is the 10 of coins? Can you be specific on what the 10 of coins is specifically? Okay, we have the 9 of Wands. So again, in the Wands, this is like my knowledge, social matters, education, practical matters realm, work, effort realm. So it's, you know what I'm getting? The 10 of coins is like the final outcome of something, sorry. And then the 9 of Wands, whatever this, I feel like since it from a 10, it went down to a 9, like, 9s are about finishing. So there's like a last minute change to something, or last minute suggestion that, like a little request before something's finalized or something's completed. But with the 9, yeah, there's like a surprise change, like, yeah, like a last minute change. And it says, so this is going to be disruptive right here. It's going to be disruptive. And it's going to be disruptive in the realm of in social matters. So this is of a social matters. This is in wands are like slightly like cups in that there's connections like cups, but not sentimentality, not like emotions. It's like what I can do for you, what you can do for me. That's in the realm of wands, or that's for the wand suit. They're like cups that there's connection, but cups are, you wouldn't really call it like a connection, right? You would call it like, these are bonds with people, and then the wands is like I said, business. And when I say business, I don't mean literal business. I mean like, like your interactions with people, how you associate yourself with others, and your connections, and where how you can like get through life. Does that, I'm not sure if that made sense, but like to like get around in your career. But anyways, and it's going to cause a disruption. So basically what I'm feeling, like maybe you already have something together, or you already know what it is, and or there's an expectation of you, or you're expecting things to already go a certain way, but then this person, I know it's kind of bad, but they last minute ask you to to make some refinements and changes, because the 9 right came out. So this is like completing something, but it's not the 10, it's not the final outcome. Okay, so that is what I see for you, group 1. Yeah, so please subscribe, guys, if you want, only if you want. And yeah, that's what I got for group 1, and I'm gonna now be moving on to group 2. Hi, group 2, welcome to your reading. Remember, okay. As I said, this is going to be what you can expect within the next 24 hours. So sit back, relax, and enjoy your reading. Because here I go. What can group 2 expect within the next 24 hours? Okay. So I'm going to say the main thing of what's really going to happen. This right here and this right here. So we have the 8 of Wands, we have the 7 of Wands, and the 9 of Wands. Interesting. Wow, okay, so first observation that I have is your cards first round, they're already wands. So there's going to be a lot of movement within the next 24 hours. There's going to be more, a lot of physical movement, okay? Physical movement activity for you, group 2, because of like how it's like, oh, how it's wands for every card. So that's my first observation. The second observation, these the numerology of these cards, like they're very close. 7, 8, 9. Right. Okay, so that's the second thing I noticed. Okay, so I want to remind you, that in the wands, that's in the realm of social matters, practical matters, passions, physical movement, a lot of activity, and yeah, possibly conflicting stuff. So we haven't seen any swords yet. And yes, I'm aspired to be a more of a practical, pragmatic reader, because I want readings, personally, when I watch readings, even though it's not very common, to be honest, that I don't want to waste time. I just want to tell me what's coming up. And because, yeah, we can idealize, but anyways, I can go on that another time. It's not very common though, but so that's why I'm creating the space for this now, because that's not a very common concept. It's a lot of readings are prolonged and don't have to be that long. Just I want the readings to be realistic and real life. So yeah, 8 of Wands. So we have, 2 4s for the 8. So something laid on top of the foundation. And then 7 of Wands, yeah, so first right off the bat, that's my observation. A lot of movement. And like I said, practical matters, social matters. So in that realm, okay? In the realm of like desires, passions, work. Basically, anything that is not problems or stressors or hardships or anything like that, or arguments with people, that's Wands. And yeah, they're not sentimental either. So the 8 of Wands. So with the 8 of Wands here, you are going to, within the next 24 hours, take it upon yourself is what I'm getting. Take something upon yourself. Do something by yourself. So there's a lot of like personal motivation. So maybe like this is like very much like an active card. Okay, so with the 8 of Wands, a lot of stuff, getting things done by yourself within the next 24 hours. Like, if no one else will do it, I will do it, kind of thing. Take it upon yourself, take the responsibility. If you see, I'm not telling you to do this. Like, you can obviously do whatever you want, but it's just like what I'm seeing, you know? Well, that's what I see, that you're tending to act like that or gonna be like that within the next 24 hours. And it's like there's like more movement. You perform more tasks independently, is what I'm trying to say, is what I want to say. You perform more tasks independently. So if you're expecting others, so if you're expecting the so if you're expecting others, I don't think they can be counted. Okay. Just I see that you will be more working like independently, taking it upon yourselves. And with the Eight of Wands, I see you getting a, there's just like a lot more movement. I don't know if like you can, if you live alone or if you don't live alone, that you can usually rely on people, and this time around, for whatever reason, whatever circumstance, they're not able to help you and such. But that's what I'm getting, that for some reason, if they are available or not, maybe I'm leaning towards that they're not. It's why that this is you taking the initiative to work on projects yourself, and just like more physical movement from you. And with the Seven of Wands, oh, interesting. With the Seven of Wands, like extra responsibilities, okay? So I just want to warn you of that, extra responsibilities, that to the point where you might not be able to like handle it, or like it's kind of like too much kind of thing. Again, reversed, you can always ask if you have too much on your plate, okay? With the Seven of Wands. And it looks like you're going to accept, or you're going to be like whatever, whether this is like work. I think it's highly likely like this is work because the wand suit. Or if it's not, if it's like matters in the home, then chores or like stuff around the house. And they could be there could be some like social, or if this is like in the if this is where you need to exert effort, if this is more tasks that like it's like more like physical and stuff, you having more trouble on that, like more tasks coming out, that there's more struggle with that, because like of like it's more physically demanding, like since it's the seven is a seven, right? It's not an even number, then like surprising tasks can come out of the woodwork around your house. Again, like I said, practical matters. This could be assigned like extra stuff in work. and whatever you guys call that. See, with the disruption, maybe you have your own personal ambitions. Well, doesn't everybody? You have your own personal ambitions and desires, of course, that you want to finish. But yeah, I just see this like disrupting your disrupting, like, kind of like preventing you from like putting in the effort towards that. So it is disruptive. Like, as you can see, we have the 7 and 9, 2 uneven numbers. So is there anything else? So 3 of coins. Okay, so I guess other people are assigning this with you. Or maybe I take this as the reversed meaning, which is like, I'm kind of feeling that there's things that you're trying to get. There's some things that maybe, if there's anything you've been slacking off on or you put on the back burner, that you're gonna be making up for it, because it looks like here that your agreement to this is like, it looks like with the 3 of coins that like you had previously agreed to these things, and it's like it's expected. Or no, sorry. No, not the expect. It's not expected, because we have the 7 and the 9, especially the 7. But it's not that it was that you previously agreed to it and you know about it, but it's like, I think someone requires, again, in this group, someone requires help again, and this time it's more physical movement, okay? I mean, it's like more physical than the other groups. Again, 7's a difficult number, so even if it is the most spiritual, but it's a difficult number because, well, it just is. And but with the 7, a lot of like surprise tasks, let's say, in the practical in the practical arena. Whether it be like work, chores, yeah, just anything that is physically laborious. Okay, so I think that I can safely say that with your reading, I can safely say that your pile is the most, like, it's the most demanding in terms of like physical effort and stuff. Okay, well, I guess I should have pulled the cards at the same time and read them together, because now I'm getting that it's like you want to, like, so I was right. Because with the 7 of Cups, it's like you feel that you want to do things alone. You have your own endeavor here, or whatever, passion or whatever on the side, there's this thing that you want to do on the side, but people are going to be requiring you, they're going to be asking you to be more involved in these physically laborious types of works or projects or tasks or any errands. And the Page of Swords. Okay, the Page of Swords, you might not be totally ready about something. Yes, you might not be totally ready about something. It's like you're trying to get one step ahead of something or someone, maybe to be in schedule, to make up for if you messed up in the past about it. They may be safe and think before acting. Was constantly one step ahead and never jumps into anything without being thorough. Okay, so the Page of Swords, I think is warning you, like, yes, it's good to be like one step ahead, but not always, because you have to be careful if you're comfortable and if you're prepared to do what you're about to do, because you might not be. Another thing that I'm getting with the Page of Swords, this is this is giving me like quick, fast, like something about you need to try to like finish things in advance or finish these things really quickly so that you still have time for the other thing. I'm not sure if I'm fully satisfied in what I've given you today for your reading. Okay, so yeah, that is what I'm getting for you, group 2. Can I just, actually, wait, I just want to pull one more card, just one more card, and I want to get, wait, I just want to I just want to really make sure what is this Page of Swords? What is this Page of Swords? Clarify this Page of Swords. Nine of Cups. You know, like Page of Swords with all this wand, with all these wand cards. You know, the Page of Swords is a fast card, paired with now, like, on top of that, like these wands cards. I'm also kind of like getting that, like, since there is this side thing that you want to do, this personal venture of yours, that like this speedy, like hurrying in a rush kind of vibe to complete all these like unexpected surprises, all these unexpected tasks, so that you have time for your side thing, your this other thing that you have. Either that's a warning, or that's what you're going to do, or that's what you're leaning. It's looking like you're going to be doing that. Three of Swords, you're focused on it. There's focus on here. There's like consistency with the Three of Wands. And clarify the Page of Swords. Oh, I want to ask the final outcome. So what's the final outcome? How are you going to be? Will you take these tasks? And maintain peace, or is this going to be causing disagreement, or are people going to be unfavorable towards this? What is the final outcome for this situation? I cut the deck and I got the Four of Coins. And the fours, we have tangible foundations, right? Set already in place. We have the King of Wands, one of the kings that is like really action driven. The King of Wands, he might say something, like doing something that's like the ideal and like outrageous, but he'll do it. So it looks like, and with the Nine of Cups, that just went over my head. The Nine of Cups, harmony, right? So it looks like you're going to be doing both. So you will be taking up those tasks. And still make room for time for, if this is your passion, or because there's this separate project or venture that you would also like to put your time and effort into. So I see you making room for, there's room for both. So looks looks like you're going to be maintaining harmony, and you will be if there are any well, yeah, if you're, it already says right here. I was just like, I just wanted to confirm that the Seven of Wands was like, if it was like something that you took it up because you wanted to, or if it's being assigned to you. I just wanted to confirm that. What is the final outcome? Sorry. Wait, I asked that and I got the Three of Wands. That's a hell yes. Well, what do I mean by yes? Ace of Cups. I mean, come on. Interference. The Ace of Cups is, yeah, you're going to be taking those, if they're errands or extra tasks or things that people need, extra work that people need you to get done, or whatever they need you, help from you, need you to do. Yeah, you're gonna be taking that in, as well as making time for your, if this is a side gig or your own personal, whatever this other personal venture is on the side. So that is what I see for group 2. So thank you guys for watching the reading. Please subscribe, and now I'm going to be moving on to group number 3. So what can group, no, not group, what can group 3, hi group 3, a formal greeting. Hi group 3, what can group 3, oh my gosh, I am so flustered. Welcome to your reading, group 3. What can group 3 expect within the next 24 hours? Okay, we have a sword card this time, the 8 of Swords. Okay, we have 2 ace cards, Ace of Coins and the Ace of Wands. Maybe it's just telling what matter, or like what realm this is going to be happening in. So for Wands, I consider this suit like social matters, you know, like your societal status, your work, you know, like practical efforts, physical movement, activity, and your desires or passions. but very much practical matters. So matters that are not emotional, sentimental, relational. So like friendships and romantic relationships and familial relationships, like the cups, but still connections like for work and for business. And when I mean business, I don't mean literally, I mean like how do you get around, like what type of connections you make with people, or yeah, how well you can be diplomatic to get, but at the same time to make your way in this world. We do have one problem card. It's the Eight of Swords, defense. Okay, so Three of Cups. So it looks like whatever realm this is going to be happening. So Ace of Coins, and with the Ace of Coins, explanatory, anything in the material, tangible realm. Most of the time it's tangible. Really, most of the time, practically, like most of the things it's picking up like is like are tangible things. But like on some rare occasions, not. Like you're, yeah, okay. I was gonna say something, but I wasn't sure if it was correct. Eight of Coins. Okay. Okay, so the King of Cups is a diplomatic person. He's the diplomatic leader. So if this is you, within the next 24 hours, a situation is going to unfold where either you or someone who is near you, and if they're near you, like they are more on a, you know them from like, they're more on a, like from your family, cause cups, or a friend, a male friend. Since I did pull a male court card, then most likely, like my rule, like most likely the people who are in this pile, like it's going to be a male person coming forward. But it's not strictly a male, but like mostly, since it's the male card and not the female card that came out, mostly it's going to be a male coming forward. They want something, but with the Ace of, it's Ace, Eight of Swords, there is just like, or this could be you. Or if this is you, well, let's see. I just have to say that I do have trouble with court cards still, so yeah. I'm like trying to figure out who is who. Like if the King of Cups is you or another person. But I can read them as situations. And then just like read the cards together. Interesting that the material suit here, so a material suit card and material suit card are surrounding this one emotional connections card. Also wands, are like desires or personal ventures that it's really hard to pin down ones, to be honest. It's the suit for me that's the hardest to put in a box. And I think it's actually my favorite suit. It's the hardest to put in a box, but it's my favorite suit. With the Ace of Coins, there's something, you're going to be receiving something physical. And with the Wands, it could be of like a social or, you know, creative, whatever this is that this person is requesting from you. Or if you're acting like the King of Cups, that's you being diplomatic. But I think most of the time when I do these readings that the court cards, it's usually if other people are involved in your story, in your situation, they come out first before you. So first, I'm just gonna assume that this is another person and not you. 8 of Coins. So something is laid on top of someone already had a foundation and something is laid on top of that. There's strong disagreement though, or opposition, someone opposing something, an idea. Maybe this is you opposing a whatever this person wants to request. Because like here with the 8 of Swords, like you're not letting that happen, sorry, within the next 24 hours. Like, so something in the social and creative realm, but then also they're going to give you something physical, or if they're not going to give you something physical, it's like something requires money or something. There's a desire or a personal venture, maybe in the business realm, that it requires money, because like why else would the Ace of Coins come out? That like you are strongly like opposed to, you strongly disagree with it, I'm getting that like you just can't let it happen or something like that for whatever reason. Eight of Cups, birth. Maybe I need to pull more cards. Grounding. 3 of Cups, birth. Or maybe this is you. the King of Cups is you after all. See, yeah, just, this is, I have trouble with the court cards. But as a situation, I could read it as someone who is like level-headed and fair to everyone, and the leader of a situation. The Eight of Cups, the Eight of Swords is like a determination that like things have to happen this way. There's two eights. I just noticed that there's Eight of Swords and Eight of Coins. Two eights, like something. There's an eight is power, control, and in this numerology. So there's taking the power back in something, taking the reins back in something. There's there's like within the next 24 hours, there's a personal project that you have been developing within you for quite some time, and you're ready to like you like, I'm getting like you present it, like it's just like this, since with the two eights it's like you just make it happen. I'm getting that like whatever happens, like basically what I'm getting, the vibes I'm getting is like there's been something that's been brewing, like something that you've been working on behind the scenes, that within the next 24 hours you're going to want a either small or big audience for that. But I see that you're going to be wanting to share it and finally like release it into the world. And yeah, like I said, with the two eights, it's like nothing, with the Eight of Swords, nothing is gonna get my way, because eight for me is like taking the reins in, well, at least in this particular card system, or for this deck, taking the reins, with the Eight of Coins, there's this diligence and this steady, like careful, focused effort into it. I'm just getting forceful. My intuition is like, I'm highly getting like forceful with the two eights. There's something that you desire, clearly, that like let's say these are the thoughts, these are the desires towards something, but it's like you want to actually make it happen. So within the next 24 hours, okay, so if I cut all the fluff, within the next 24 hours, I'm getting like, there's something you've been wishing to do, but you couldn't get around to doing it. But I'm seeing like, I'm like how I'm, like I mentioned before, like a rain or shine type of vibes. Like whatever happens, I'm pushing through it and it's gonna happen. Whether I make a few mistakes along the way or during the actual thing that I'm doing, the actual process, then I'm pushing through and I'm sticking with that. With the Three of Cups, this could be a thing that, if it's a secret or divulging a secret to your close loved ones or anything like that, it's like I'm pushing through with letting the secret come to light. Well, definitely you're going to make it happen because of the Eight of Coins here with the grounding. And with the Eight of Coins coins too. So I just see this like persistent or I don't know, I'm just getting this vibe of like I'm gonna make it happen no matter what. I'm not gonna let anything stand in the way. Also what I'm getting is you desire it so much and you push through it so much that you, with the Ace of Coins, it will actually like, you actually do attain what you haven't been able to in these past couple of days. I don't know what this is exactly. You will be able to attain that goal. You've been committed to it and devoted to it. Like I want to say modestly. The 2 8s again. I keep mentioning the 2 8s. Cause like the 2 8s is like you build on top of that foundation. You already had foundations with a 4 of Swords, and these are double 4s. So you've been like, definitely there's been care and dedication, a lot of dedication put into this. With the 8s, okay, I'm sorry if I'm just like talking, like going in circles about what I'm saying, but there's modesty in how you've been like managing this. Like you've been maybe there's something here with like financial modesty. I'm just getting that. Like there's been financial modesty and like a great deal of financial caution towards this project. That you're finally like able to release it within the next 24 hours, whether big or small. Like, I don't know, I just keep getting this like message of like, you've been careful of what like there's carefulness carefulness, is that a word? You've been very careful also. There's like, you've been very careful. There's a way that you've been executing it like very like in a committed, like just careful manner, like executed like in a very deliberate and careful manner with the 8 coins. I'm gonna pull 3 last cards for you. You are going to be sharing it with some people here because 3 of Cups, right? If we get really specific, and I know like that, like quite a lot of people watch these videos, the 3 of Cups is like a smaller group of people, okay? It's not the 10 of Cups, it's the 3 of Cups. It's a smaller audience. Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, the 9. Just this toughness. There's this tenacity is just what I'm getting. Like the Queen of Swords, the Ace of Swords, all swords, 9 of Swords. Then the 9 of Swords is kind of like I'm coming for blood kind of thing. Like if the 8 of Swords is like the more defensive, the 9 of Swords is more on the offensive, like whatever this is, if this is a request from someone, or if someone is requesting something, or if this is a personal goal of yours, it's like I'm not playing. Oh, I'm not playing, I'm not messing around. But I'm also getting this other thing that like something has shifted here to where, okay, so with the Queen of Swords, I interpret that as like being going through like hardship. She knows where to put herself. If she can take herself out of a situation, or where she needs to go to put herself. Ace of Swords. Also, I just realized something. The King here and the Queen. So these are definitely 2 different people, right? So these are definitely 2 different people. Okay. I'm kind of worried that I've been interpreting this wrong this whole time. Because now I'm getting, oh my gosh, that this Queen of Swords person, this person, whoever it is that's been through hardships and difficulties, she's going to say something, speak her mind, give you the honest truth about something that will make you change your mind. It will actually like, oh, I changed my mind on this, which is like, it's not consistent with these first 2 lines. The Queen of Swords. Okay, the Queen of Swords, something about the Queen of Swords is basically, wait. Queen of Swords telling you something. The Queen of Swords. She is going to do something or say something to you that it's gonna make you completely change your mind, I guess, completely. Ace of Swords. Okay, well, now I feel bad because the 3rd line does not align or make sense with the first 2. The Queen of Swords completely changing your mind about a subject. she's gonna tell you basically that something causing some sort of exhaustion. Wait. Why the Nine of Swords? Oh my gosh. I'm worried that this reading is not cohesive and that it doesn't make sense. Eight of Wands again. Okay, Queen of Coins. So the Nine of Swords. Okay, so that's something you have to do. Obviously, okay, here's something I forgot to mention. I should have mentioned it earlier because the Eight of Swords did come out in the first line. The Swords is your in the realm of problems, your issues, mental blocks, and any sort of problems, mishaps, that any hiccups that like happen in your life. That's the Swords. Well, that's how I choose to interpret the Swords. Because I like to interpret it more pragmatically, not like psychologically. So the Swords are trouble cards for me, okay? So the Nine of Swords is something that something hard, or like something that like basically you don't want to face, but not in like, I'm not saying fear type of way, like an unfavorable outcome of something. Like there's like something that's really, you don't want to, there's like a last minute, can be unexpected surprise that like maybe that like you have to, that came up, and a Queen of Swords person is going to be speaking their mind to you up, and it's going to completely change your mindset and how you view the situation, making you maybe think the opposite, or just thinking differently about the situation, and maybe you acting differently towards this situation, and how you execute it. Ten of Swords. So you've exhausted. So basically, like practically, like I'm getting like someone saying like you're doing too much or something. Like just like keep getting that like something is too much here. Interesting. Cut the deck and I got Queen of Cups. Queen of Cups is someone who is near to you. Well, someone that you know on an intimate level. And they're usually family and friends. So, okay. Okay, so within the next 24 hours. So now I'm just going to, with the Queen of Coins, they're gonna show you like an easier way to approach a situation that it looks like with the Nine of Swords. There's some sort of trouble or difficulty that they're gonna show you an easier solution to something. They're going to suggest something. Maybe with the Queen of Coins, it's the practical queen. She's the queen with the good sense. She's right. So like simplification, she's going to simplify things for you, but at the same time with the Queen of Swords, it's like they speak their mind about something. I asked the Nine of Swords. Okay, so with the Queen of Swords, they're definitely, I don't want to be fluffy on how I interpret that. That is like, this person is like not, they're not in a good mood, I guess. When this is how they're going to be approaching you. They're not going to be in a good mood. Clarify the Eight of Coins. Eight of Wands. Something that needs to be carried out independently. Something that you must do your own. Okay, there's two queens now. Okay, well, there's two queens now. So maybe another person's request. What's Eight of Coins? Eight of Coins. There is going to be another queen. So when I'm getting two queens, so most likely, like my rule is, most likely if I pull a female card for whoever chose this group, it's mostly females or a female coming towards you. But it's not strictly like female, they could be males too. But like with that, like 50-50, like is it like if it's a male or female thing in tarot for me? Usually when female cards come out, it's usually most of the time they're female. So female court cards, I mean. A male court card and a female person in real life, or a female court card and a male person in real life, like that does happen, but more rarely. So this other looks like with the Queen of Coins, this financially capable woman is what I'm getting. Financially capable woman, financially secure woman, older woman maybe, she's requesting something from you. Look, there's three people cards: the King, Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Coins. The Queen of Swords is facing this way. or she's facing, her body's facing this way, but her face is tilted, or like is facing that way. So looking or and possibly talking about this Queen of Coins. So another person shows up in your story here, and there's some sort of case. So like I pulled the Ten of Wands, so they require for your loyalty to be expressed somewhere. Like their request is like your loyalty to show up at something, okay? So, and I want to remind you that the Wand suit, social affairs, not really like deep bonds, but like could be like celebrations in the workplace, practical matters, like I said with the Wands suit. So social, anything to do with like in the public, and yeah, career stuff. So with the Wand suit, I think I said it for group one's group, but for the Wand suit, they like, of course, like any suit has like connections, but for the Wand suit, it's not like the familial bonds of like what's in the cup suit. It's like your career, like how you get around in the world, how you can be diplomatic to get what you want, to get things that you want. So this woman requires your time or your presence. This other woman here, you know what's interesting? She's looking away. This woman sees this woman. This woman's like totally not, and then, oh, look at, wow, you both are like looking that way. She can't see you. Anyways. Yeah, so this person will be like, she'll be crucial to how you, like a total shift in perspective is what I'm getting. Shift in perspective. She's gonna teach you or tell you how to do things like more in a sensible and like more simple manner. Okay, because this person, this is another request, the Eight of Coins, your dedication and your time, your commitment. You have other commitments to another person apparently, and it's in the matters of they need your loyalty. They need your loyalty or they need you to show your loyalty, or to be somewhere, or like to show your loyalty to be, they want you to be, obviously since it's with the 10, right? There's this maybe an event that, like maybe a work related event that it requires, since this is not a small number anymore, it's the 10, that like showing your loyalty or is important, your active participation in something. Within the next 24 hours, group 3, expect that this person, they're going to like, you might have a conversation with this person that you were going about things one way, and maybe you had planned and to work around this person. This person is totally gonna give you a shift in perspective, and like maybe that's I'm just saying, like, maybe an example is like simplification, simplifying things. Don't overcomplicate things, like do the important things. Like, all I can say though is like, it's not she's just gonna like open your mind up, like she's gonna show you a whole new world, I guess, of seeing things. So yeah, a shift, and possibly prompting you to possibly make some changes in your plans, okay, regarding this situation right here. So yeah, a lot of swords, well, I was gonna say a lot of swords, there's only 2, 3, but yeah, basically that's what I'm getting for you, group 3. That's what I got. And yeah, that is basically it. So yeah, group 3, thank you for watching. Please subscribe if you would like more pragmatic, practical readings. And I only wanted to go for a short period of time, but that didn't end up happening. But anyways, yeah, like I said, thank you guys so much for watching. And yeah, subscribe, and I will see you guys another time, obviously in the next video. But thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Bye guys.